Am I on the right screen I want to be?
Good evening. We are going to call to order the Novi Board of Education regular meeting. It is January 8th. Happy New Year, 2026. And we have some Pledge of Allegiance guests this evening, so I will turn it over to Mr. Micah to introduce our guests.
Perfect. So tonight we are going to have the opportunity to hear from our middle school team and some of our middle school students, our outstanding young middle school students. And several of them are here tonight to lead us on the Pledge of Allegiance. Please welcome Salma Hirari, Seshvant Bijababu, Arnav Vunam, and Ariana Jha.
You guys can come on up. And if everyone will please rise.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you guys for being here this evening, and we look forward to hearing more about the middle school. Mrs. Klebert will have something for you at our break.
I took them already.
Oh, you already did? Okay, thank you. If I can get approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Recommended by Mr. Cook and supported by Ms. Beaudoin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody nay? After all these years. Motion carries 7-0. We are going to move on to election of officers, and I will turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. This is the time at every year, annually at the organizational meeting, the Board of Education elects their officers, not earlier than January 1st, immediately following the election, held on a November regular election date, and no later than the first meeting in January. So tonight, the board will recommend and vote on officer positions.
Mr. Mishner?
I move that the board elects Daniel Ruskin as president of the Novi Community School District Board of Education for the 2026 calendar year.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mrs. Roney. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. If we can move on to our recommendation for vice president, Mr. Mishner?
I move that the board elect Betsy Beaudoin as vice president of the Novi Community School District Board of Education for the 2026 calendar year.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mr. Mena. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Recommendation for secretary, Mr. Mishner?
I move that the board elect Paul Cook as secretary of the Novi Community School District Board of Education for the 2026 calendar year.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Ms. Klebert. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Recommendation for treasurer, Mr. Mishner?
I move that the Board of Education elect Jamie Klebert as the treasurer of the Novi Community School District Board of Education for the 2026 calendar year.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mrs. Roney. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Thank you very much. I don't know if we need to trade places. In the past, we would move around because we would sit in a certain order. I think,
Just because the president remains the same, I
Yeah.
don't think we really need to tonight.
okay, so we'll just kind
I
of.
don't think we need to tonight. Oh, thank you. The wand.
You were pretty quick to give that away.
Peaceful transfer
And if
of
those who
power.
are watching are wondering how that went so quickly, we had a organizational preparation meeting in December, and we as a board had conversations and, dialogue on who we felt would like to serve in these capacities. So I know that seemed kind of like, whoa, it looks like they had a big phone call, but it was actually official business at our last meeting, so. We will move on to celebrations. Tonight, we have the National Board Certification, Katie James, and I will turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. So each year, the past couple years anyway, we've had the opportunity for several of our teachers to earn National Board Certification, which we're going to hear just a little bit about. This is considered the gold standard for teaching. And we have a teacher here tonight that we would like to celebrate, Mrs. James, who is somebody who really does so much at our high school. If you think about all of the different classes that she sponsors, all of the kids that she impacts, she has such a profound impact on our high school and the culture there. We're so fortunate to have her, but another person that we're very fortunate to have is Miss Kathleen Ader, who is somebody who has really championed National Board Certification in our district and helped a lot of different individuals and mentored a lot of individuals through that program. So I would like to welcome her up here tonight to talk a little bit about National Board Certification and then introduce our guest for celebration.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back again this year with a new teacher to be joining our ranks. I was very fortunate when I joined Novi in 2003 to start on my journey to National Board Certification under the mentorship of David Asher. And so through these years, I have worked alongside many of our teachers that have gained this status. Currently in our district, we have myself, Brian Langley, Caitlin West, Megan Chapin-Dubé, Shalini Prasad-Heinz, Bethany Bratney, Hattie McGuire, and I'm very excited that we are joining Katie James. So National Board Certification is rooted in 5 core propositions: that teachers are committed to their students and their learning, that teachers know the subjects that they teach and how to teach those subjects to students. Teachers are responsible for managing and monitoring student learning. Teachers think systematically about their practices and learn from their experiences. And finally, that they are members of learning communities. So through this process, Mrs. James has had to demonstrate her abilities around those 5 core propositions. There are 4 components to this process, and teachers can elect to complete them over 1 to 5 years is a cycle. So they can either complete all 4 components in 1 year, or they can kind of work their way through. The first component is a computer-based assessment that is assessing their content knowledge and pedagogical practices of how to teach that knowledge to students. The second component is what we call a portfolio entry, where teachers write about how they differentiate for students and have to submit student samples, evidence, and artifacts of that differentiation that they did with students. The third component is on their teaching practices, and they have to submit 2 different videos of themselves teaching with students and write about the intentionality that they had with every move that they make throughout that classroom period and that lesson with students. And finally, the last portfolio entry is how they are a reflective practitioner. So they are looking to see how they use assessment data from their students to guide their instructional decisions, how they collaborate with other educators, and then how they reflect on that practice. And what's really outstanding for us as a district to have so many National Board Certified teachers is the research on student outcomes and how students are more likely to perform better if they have a National Board Certified teacher, and that data is even stronger if they are an at-risk student. So we are really excited to continue to grow our ranks of National Board Certified teachers, and I'm really honored to introduce to you all Katie James.
Hello, thank you for having me. I don't have a lot to say, just that I could not have done it without the support of Kathleen and the team of teachers at the high school that have already obtained their certification. Everyone helped. Hattie was really instrumental. I teach science. I don't have a ton of writing in my class at the level that Hattie does in her AP courses. So she really helped me wrap my head around how I can make writing in the classroom more meaningful, especially in the world of AI. I had a lot of support once I wrote all of the components, a lot of support from Megan Chapin-Dubé, Caitlin West, and Bethany Bratney, and of course Kathleen in editing. And all of that, along with the support of the administrative team and all the many amazing educators at the high school, helped me get through the 3-year process in 3 years, which was a lot, but I think really worth it. And I'm looking forward to, we celebrated as a family over break, and I feel honored to add to the number for the district.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Kathleen. We are going to take an official recommendation, just so you can hear and know how we as a board are so grateful to have you in our district and are so very, very proud of you. So if I can get an official recommendation, Mrs. Bodwine?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education recognize Katie James with appreciation and thanks for her commitment to excellence and our students and our district.
Support.
Recommended by Mrs. Bodwine and supported by Mr. Cook. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Mrs. Bodwine?
I just wanted to say that seems like such a huge endeavor, and thank you so much for taking it on. I have several of our staff members that I'm, pretty good friends with in our district, and I don't believe any of you have a lot of extra time, generally speaking, so I applaud your ambition in taking on something extra at a time when maybe you didn't have to. So thank you for that commitment to excellence. I think that's very well stated. And it's just really speaks very highly of you and your team to take that on. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Bodwine. Any other comments? Mr. Mishner?
I just also want to express my gratitude for your pursuit of excellence and by pushing yourself, making us all better as a whole. Thank you for adding to our community and to adding to your commitment to our students. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mishner. Mrs. Kleebert?
I also just want to express my appreciation for all the time and effort that you've put into that. You are a role model to your peers, but I know you're also a huge role model to a lot of the students in the school. You've put a ton of time into student council and other things, and so I just wanted to thank you for those things as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Kleebert. Any other comments?
Can't say anything more than what's already been said.
Exactly. Congratulations. Thank you again. All righty, we are going to move to our next item on the agenda, which is reports to the board. Novi Middle School Building Report is on the agenda this evening. Mr. Meinke.
Yes, thank you. We are very excited today as we've been hearing from various departments and buildings at our board meetings. Tonight, we get the opportunity to hear from some of our amazing leaders and staff and students from Novi Middle School as they talk a little bit about what's been happening at Novi Middle School this year. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Baker.
Good evening. We are very excited to be here tonight to tell you a little bit about the machinations of Novi Middle School. So we obviously work really hard day in and day out on academics and growing ourselves as learners. We also have a lot of fun in and outside of school as well. And so we've got some amazing leaders, representatives of our student council. We have Sashvant, Arnav, Ariana, and Salma who are going to be coming up, and I'm going to turn the mic over to them in just a minute, but we've put together kind of as a team, but special thanks to Ms. Radke for putting together some great slides, and our students are going to be telling you about some events that they've been participating in throughout the year so far, and some upcoming things as well. So come on up, guys. Come on over. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Welcome.
My name is Ariana, and I'm 13. I participate in orchestra. I play the violin in school, and I also do figure skating outside of school.
Hi, I'm Sashvant. I'm in 8th grade in Novi Middle School. I'm 13, and in Novi Middle School. I do student council, cross country, and I'm about to do the spelling bee.
Hi, I'm Arnav. I'm in 7th grade, and I'm in the math club and coding club. I like learning a lot outside of school, too.
My name is Salma. I'm in 8th grade, and I do student council. Outside of this school, I do figure skating.
So to start things off, we had a special strange request that was kind of really awesome.
Mic is off.
Maybe you can hear me better.
There we go.
So we had a special request that we would be part of a hosting committee for a group of students from Japan, from the town of Shiga, or the region of Shiga, Japan, who were deeply passionate about American football, and they were hoping to come and try out and play some kind of touch football with some of our students. And so in September, we put together a team of students and hosted this group of young football players from Japan. You can see they're trying on pads and kind of getting practicing, and they had some cannon arms, were throwing footballs, and we had some classes come out at the end of the day and cheer on, and they had signs in Japanese, and kind of really exciting, fun intercultural exchange opportunity. So they didn't participate, so they're like, I'm not sure what to say. We wanted to share kind of this neat little thing that we did this year, and now I'm going to pass it back.
Let's see what's next. You? Okay.
Okay, so this fall, the Chartwells had hosted a farmer's market, and everyone was giving veggie bucks. Everyone was given 5, and we could go in our science classes. Kids were also given like apple cider and donuts. They were really good. And we got to play like games like Jenga and cornhole. Shout out to Kim Sinclair for bringing this event to our building. I really like this because like I saw things I'd never seen before. Like I bought a purple cauliflower and I thought that was really interesting. And I had really a lot of fun overall.
Who's this right here?
I had to step in for Mr. Baker on the corn sales.
Did great.
So this year, the 8th graders, such as me, participated in the Washington, D.C. trip. About 370 of us participated, and 30 NMS staff chaperones came with us.
As we presented before to the board, we added Gettysburg to our trip this year during the government shutdown, which ended up being a really fun experience for our students. We took lots and lots of photos, which I just had to delete from my phone because I ran out of storage, but we used Photo Circle, and that was really kind of a cool opportunity to see everyone's photos on different buses. We made lots of wonderful memories on the trip this year, really looking forward to next year. And the students that didn't attend the trip with us also had a great time at NMS with Mr. Baker, Mr. Sinopoli. And that photo up on the right is, what did they do in that auditorium?
They did a decades project.
Decades project.
They learned one of the famous dances in the 1960s. And showing that off to everybody watching the presentation.
Yeah, so fun experiences at school as well. Anything else you want to add?
So my experience from the trip was really fun. I got to learn more about the history of our nation, and I had really fun with my friends.
Anyone else want to say anything?
So I don't know if they did last year, but there was this spy museum, and it was really cool because like you could see what it took to be a spy, and there was like this really fun interaction where you could hang off this bar that was stimulating how you were like hanging off a building that moved every 5 seconds. That was really fun.
Okay. What about what were you at school? Did you have any fun activity you did?
I didn't go to school.
Oh, you did? All athletics.
So during the fall, many of us did many sports, and some of us did football, soccer, volleyball, and hockey. And some of us did field hockey, and some of us did cross country like me, and girls tennis, cheer, and pom-pom.
In the Winter 1 athletics, there were a lot of sports such as boys basketball, competitive cheer, and pom-pom. You can see like all the basketball teams that participated. And I'm also planning to participate in Winter 2 athletics like the swim team. We also had a 400 total between fall and winter 1.
Students.
Yeah, students.
So here at NMS, we have lots of music programs and concerts. We have band, choir, and orchestra, and we have lots of concerts. We have the fall concert, spring concert, winter concert, in addition to our annual trip to Cedar Point and our annual trip to Paradise Park. We also, the band and orchestra students, go to this thing called All States Ensemble at the Michigan Music Conference, where they get to audition and see if they can get into this program where they can play band and orchestra at like a super high level. And in addition, something that we're looking forward to is that several musicians representing NMS in multiple Detroit Symphony Orchestra middle school honor ensembles. And we're also looking forward to bringing in guest clinicians, choir festival, and upcoming performances.
And you participate in?
Orchestra.
I participate in band.
I also do orchestra.
And I do choir.
Okay, well, this was a surprise because the first thing I see when I walk into school are these pictures of Miss Radke, Mr. Snopley, and Mr. Baker. And I'm like, why are there pictures? And I go to Miss Radke and I'm like, why are there pictures of you guys? She said, you can take one and then we'll explain on the announcements. So I take one to my 820, and thank God I did, because you can get a snack at lunch. And then there were only 67 pictures of them total around the school. And
Each of us, 67 of each of us. We didn't realize there were that many.
Oh, really? Yeah, it seemed like a lot. Yeah, it was really funny. And then, so at lunch, we got to turn the picture in for a snack, and there were a lot of games. Like, you could put an Oreo on your forehead and then try to get it into your mouth like Mr. Baker is doing. I also did it. It's
Unsuccessful.
Oh. I got it. I mean, I almost dropped it, but yeah, there were a lot of games. I mean, it was a really fun surprise. I was not expecting that. It, like, made my whole day better, actually. It was really fun.
Anyone else want to share about 6-7 Day? Did you guys find a picture?
I didn't find a picture.
I noticed that Mr. Mindshare, I think, I noticed you're in one of the photos. The second one, I believe.
Yes,
Yes.
good, Mr. Mishner. Good observation.
Lots of marshmallows were thrown that day.
Yes, they were.
So some upcoming events at Novi Middle School is our annual spelling bee, which is actually really soon. It's next week. In addition to Novi Power Day, and power is perseverance, ownership, welcoming, empathy, and respect, which is something that all students at NMS follow. So that's on January 16th. And we also have unified basketball, which I actually participated in last year. It was lots of fun. It's basketball that's inclusive to everyone, and it begins this month.
You're doing the spelling bee, right? Yeah. All right, let's just on over power. So, anything else you guys want to add? Favorite memories, something special at the middle school that you enjoy?
Oh, yeah. I'm really glad that Novi has like this language program, and when you can try like different languages in 5th and 6th grade, and then in 7th and 8th grade you can pick which one you like. Because I know a lot of schools that don't have this, and I really like my German class and German teacher.
And in addition, like adding on to what she was saying, we got to do 4 languages. So in 6th grade, we got to do Japanese, German, French, and Spanish. So it really it was a lot of languages. So we really got to know like which one we're interested in, and we can always switch. So that's really cool.
Anything else from you guys? All right, thank you so much.
So let's give them a round of applause. Great job, guys. So we just kind of wanted to give you an overview of some of the fun things we do in and outside of the classroom. We have amazing students. The neat part about middle school is that they get to learn a lot, and they get to do great things and try stuff out after school as well. So we have a lot of clubs, we have a lot of sports, and they don't last all that long. They're like 6-week seasons, and so kids can try wrestling right now. They're just starting up, or they can try some basketball, or we can try track and field. And I really am amazed by the number of kids that just try things out and try to participate when they can and fit things into their schedules so they can grow themselves as young people. So that is a little bit about the middle school experience. Thank you for giving us a chance to share with you. Do you have any questions?
Mrs. Roney?
I just have a question for the young lady that
bought the purple cauliflower. Did you try and eat it at home?
Yeah, it tasted.
And did
the
you
same.
like it?
It tasted the same, but like when I boiled the water, it would turn like blue. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Just check it, thanks.
Mrs. Bodwine, did you have a question?
I almost always do. Thank you, Dr. Ruskin. I was wondering two things. First, we usually ask the students if there's something that we could change about your school, what would it be? I did take yours, sorry. And you want to wait, you can ask that one? Okay. And then I'd also like to know what Power Day is, when, maybe from you or the kids, either way.
So I'll start with our Power Day. Every Friday, we have lessons in the morning that are kind of pre-planned, that are dealing with either character education a little bit. Sometimes they're about anti-bullying, sometimes it's team building. And so for this half day we have coming up at the end of the semester, we've got a team of people who have put together some fun activities that are going to build some kind of good morale with A20, our homeroom groups, where they're going to do some scavenger hunts, we're going to do some fun relays in the gyms, and some really kind of great way to bring our culture together and have some fun.
Honestly, I really, really like the school because I've been to like 3 states, and honestly, this district has been my favorite so far. So honestly, I'm like really happy with this district. I really like my school and my teachers and my friends.
I love that.
Just like her, I also like the school, and it's there's many collaborative like events that happen, such as 6-7 Day.
I like how in the woods and the elementary school, we didn't see as many people. But now, once we go to Meadows in middle school, we can collaborate with new people we've never met before and have a lot more friends.
I love how all the teachers are really kind and they really make sure that they're helping you if you're struggling. And if I had to have a least favorite thing about the middle school, it wouldn't really be about the middle school, but it would be that as soon as we left Novi Meadows, they redid it. And it looked nice.
Yeah, that is really a bummer for your age group. I'm sorry for that.
Do we have any other questions? I would just like to, Mr. Mishner?
Yes. So one for the students and then one for the administrative team. So for students, for you guys, what is one thing about the middle school that you absolutely couldn't live without? Like, if you're a 7th grader, you absolutely need to have in your 8th grade year, and for the 8th graders that'll be going to the high school next year, what do you think we absolutely need to maintain in the middle school that was so essential for you guys?
I'm trying to think. I really, really like my German teacher, and last year my math teacher, Miss Narducci, and this year Miss Schulze. I mean, I wish they could move up, but they can't really. I really like the community in this school and how friendly mostly everyone is to each other. And I mean, my friends are moving up with me next year. So, I mean, I guess just my teachers.
I would say, like what I said before, a collaborative events. I don't know if there's like that many collaborative events in the high school. If there's like the same amount like in the high school, like, yeah, that would be really good.
You have just the right person sitting in the room listening.
Similar to Sashwant, having the ability to talk to other people about questions and things like that. But also, in general, just having a good work environment, and especially A20, because that helps us have enough time to finish our homework or go to our teachers and ask them for questions.
I would definitely say the amount of things that we do. Okay, so we learn obviously, but they make it fun for us. I don't know if the high school is going to be like that because so I like that. And then also I like how we have passing time music so we can know when to get to our classes on time.
Okay. And now for the administrative team, now I'm going to put your administrators on the spot. Which one of the 6 graduate profile characters do you find yourself most focused on? Or are you making your focus for this year? I'm curious.
Look at they're like, can we have a minute to confer?
David, you can get in on the conversation, too.
Yeah, I'd like
Look at him,
each
he's like, "I would
administrator to
love
tell me
to."
which one you're focused on personally.
I have no focus at this point. They're new.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, that has not been the centerpiece of our aim this year, so we clearly need to focus on them a little bit more to kind of set up our master plan.
I do know this one about empathy, so I would say that's one of my primary focuses, in making sure we understand what it means to be empathetic, It's not just being nice, but really being a good listener and making sure that we model that so our kids can also represent that quality.
Awesome. Mr. Cook?
I imagine you guys are actually probably doing a lot more of them than you realize generally.
Sure.
That was, at least from my side of it, as we were setting it up, and I am personally drawing a little bit of a blank on what they are at the moment, but I remember like the general context, and almost all of those things were things that we feel like you guys are actually already doing that we want to highlight as our goals for the district.
I'll just say you guys are doing an excellent job. You may not be aware that you're doing most of them, but you're probably doing all of them very well.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you, especially since I have a student in your building. You guys are doing a fantastic job, so thank you very much. And thank you guys for coming to present to us.
Great
Thank
job,
you,
guys.
Mr. Mishner. Mr. Cook has one more thing.
So I usually ask this question of everybody, and the administration, they draw a blank too, but what more can the board do for the administration in the middle school?
Well, one thing I can say on behalf of the school and the school community and the community as a whole is there are small upgrades and facelifts that are coming thanks to the bond that's being passed, and I think that will be a nice refresher for maybe not getting a brand new school as we talked about, but and once again maybe after you've left, unfortunately, but some upgrades that will be coming, which will be pretty exciting, and I know there's going to be an upgrade to the STEM Center, which will be amazing for our students that are exploring hands-on, really fun activities that they're going to be learning about. There's also perhaps a weightlifting room that will be great for all of these athletes that when it's raining, they can't go out for a run, but they can still work on getting strong, and we can infuse that learning how to grow themselves and work out appropriately into our PE classes, which I think will be amazing as well. So those are, and obviously cosmetic things around the building too that will kind of make the overall building experience great. You guys do an amazing job of kind of setting the tone for our district and helping us to have the resources that allow us to have amazing teachers, amazing families, and students also help us to really just enjoy coming to work and loving on these kids every day too.
One quick thing, I like when you guys come to our building, and we love seeing you at some of the events and participating in those, so anyone that wants to come by, you're welcome to come by. We love to see you.
Thank you.
I'm sure David's happy to have a window in his office.
Come see David.
And Arnav, I've never seen this in a position before, but public relations, you getting a lot of kids, other kids excited about school, or what? What's?
It's a little more related to the student council, especially like trying to connect our roles to the rest of the student council. For example, I may be talking to other parts of the student council and then relaying the information back, and then also giving ideas as such. So far, that's my main role.
Do you also talk to WNMS to get things across too?
Yes, once in a while. I will plan to do that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much. You are the epitome of student voice. It was really awesome to have you here. Makes us super excited about what's happening at the middle school. I think we all want to go back to middle school now, and it's just really exciting, all the great things that are happening every day, and the excitement that you bring to the school, and we can tell that you just love being there. And so your integral part in the school is probably more valuable than you actually realize. So we really appreciate you being here. I have one quick question. Is the spelling bee during the day or in the evening?
It's after school, like right after.
Ooh, on Tuesday after school. Okay. Can people come and watch?
Yep.
People meaning us, not like
It is the most quintessential, amazing middle school event of the year.
It
It
is?
is your classic on the stage
I
with
know, it sounds
numbers
so,
event. So you are welcome to stop
Session
by.
on Tuesday of last week, and we
Okay.
had some spellers there. It was pretty great.
We
okay.
have about 40 to 45 entrants, and so they're very brave, and they stand there and they just do their best, and
It
it's great.
sounds
So,
fun.
You wouldn't make us participate if we joined you, right?
I don't know if that's against the regulations.
Good, thank heavens.
You have aged out, I fear.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
That would be very terrifying to me. Thank you guys so much.
Great job. All righty, our next item on the agenda is Personnel Report A. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Looking forward to welcoming some new members of our team. I will turn it over to Dr. Carino.
Thank you. We are pleased to present this evening's personnel report and are excited to recommend the following individuals for hire. Alex Gam is recommended for the middle school social studies position. Alex completed his internship in economics, government, and U.S. history at South Lyon High School and is a graduate of Michigan State University. Emma Groomer is recommended for the middle school computers ELA teaching position. Emma is returning to the middle school where she completed her student teaching last year and has served as a long-term guest teacher since August. Victoria Taylor is recommended for the Novi Woods art teacher position. Victoria completed her internship at Novi High School this past semester and is a graduate of Western Michigan University. Brandy Marlinga is recommended for the community education assistant position at the ECEC. Brandy brings prior experience as a business intelligence analyst and product manager team lead and holds a Master of Business Administration. Santhoshi Mathkori is recommended for a self-contained special education paraprofessional position at Village Oaks. Santhoshi brings years of experience in molecular technology-related projects and previously worked at the National Research Center in India. Sanu Reina is also recommended for a self-contained special education paraprofessional position at NATC. Sanu previously worked as a paraprofessional in the adult transition program at Walled Lake Western High School. Finally, we have one resignation this evening. Andre Jameson has resigned from his position as a bus driver, and this concludes this evening's personnel report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carino. Mr. Mishner?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education adopts the Personnel Report A recommendations as presented.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mr. Mena. Any questions or comments?
I do.
Yes, please, Mr. Mena.
Just curious, so I think we lost our broadcasting teacher, middle school broadcasting teacher before the holidays. I'm just wondering how we're doing as far as filling that position.
Yeah, Dr. Carino?
There was an internal transfer from a teacher that was already at the middle school, so she will be covering that part of the position. Then we hired one person this evening for the remainder of his class.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mena. Mr. Mishner?
Yes, I will definitely be recommending this as I've gotten some very positive feedback from one of the students regarding the new social studies teacher in his first week at the middle school, so very excited to recommend this proposal.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. I will turn it back over to Dr. Carino to make introductions to our new Wildcats.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Alex Gam.
Thank you, Dr. Carino, for the introduction. Really happy to be here. It's been a whirlwind week for me. A lot of new faces, a lot of new names, new processes, new systems. Building's still the same. This building's different. A lot has changed since I graduated from Novi in 2016. One thing that has not changed is the standards for both the students and the teachers are still extremely high. It's what made Novi so attractive to me to work at. A lot of the teachers that I had at Novi inspired me to be a teacher. Everyone in this community really gives back. I saw that with my parents. I think my mom has some kind of record for volunteer hours in the community school district. My dad spent countless hours coaching and preparing us in classes in just Novi organizations in general. So giving back to this community comes naturally to me. It's part of what being a Novi resident has been, and having that opportunity to give back for the future generations, many generations to come, is something I look forward to a lot.
Congratulations and welcome back.
Emma Gruber.
I'm super excited to be returning to the district again. I fortunately got to student teach at the middle school last winter. From day one, everybody on the staff, the students were so supportive of me. Actually got to work really closely with Lindsay. She was right across the hall from me last year, so she was a huge mentor. And then as she moved into the admin role and I returned as a sub this fall, she was equally as helpful. The whole admin team has been incredibly welcoming and supportive in this journey, and I'm so excited to finally be a full-time staff member. So thank you all so much.
Victoria Taylor.
good evening. Thank you so much. I don't know if this is on.
You can use the one at the podium, too.
Yeah.
Didn't run this through yet. Good evening. Hi. I am so excited to be here in this district and with you all this evening. I have just started out at the elementary school, and I have been met with continuous, endless support, kindness, love, and not just from the staff, but from the students as well. Just being fresh out of college and very young amongst my peers, I still feel well-guided, well-supported, and I've heard so many amazing things about the community and the people and the support, which will be ongoing from what I hear. So thank you so much for this opportunity to be here.
Welcome, and we love your shirt, Proud Wildcat. Good job.
Sonu Reina.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and very happy New Year to everyone. My name is Sonu Raina, and I'm here for Novi Adult Transition Program. Very excited to be here, and I have heard a lot of amazing things about this program. And I was working in Wall Lake Western High. That was amazing too. But I'm looking forward to work with amazing kids, and this is my first week here. So I'm really excited and wanted to continue this. Thank you so much for the opportunity for hiring me here in this program. Thank you so much.
Welcome. And that concludes our personnel report. We are going to just take well, actually, 1 second, comments from the audience. So I do not know if, Ms. Bodwine, do you have any
I have no green cards.
No? Okay. The board
No
respectfully
comment cards,
requests that any individual wishing to speak to the board can fill out a card, and they can come up to the mic, but we don't have anything here this evening, so, okay. Now we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Oh,
Yeah,
if you'd like to
so
come up.
if you just go in the back, Jen, back there by the table.
He can speak to us first, that's me.
Yeah,
Fill it
either
out
way.
afterwards.
You can come up
It's
to the
just so
mic.
we have your information to contact you with a response if it's required. Oh, sure. So just, if you could fill it out when you're done. Thank you.
And we have a 3-minute timer, just so it doesn't scare you if you go over 3 minutes and it starts buzzing, like we're all going to have a fire drill in here.
Sure, yeah, thank you. So, good evening, everyone, board members. So first of all, I just want to say this is truly a great school district. And we just heard from, directly from Novi Middle School students, as well as former students turned teachers that, are excited to be back and everything. So I think that speaks for itself. And really, thank you for providing those strong academic pathways and ability for students to have success. And also, I do want to congratulate the board on the successful bond approval. It's pretty awesome to have, additional money for investments without raising the tax rate, right? So that's the, definitely that shows some good planning and stewardship there. And lastly, I do want to thank the board members that took time to respond to some of the concerns that I had, which were specifically around, blending of administrative decision-making around legislature and, policy interpretation sometimes left to the folks that support the students on a day-to-day basis. And I think that the separation of those two is really important in order to keep consistent outcomes and accountability. But I appreciate the engagement and the openness to dialogue for that, and I'm sure we'll keep communicating on it. But yeah, thank you. All right,
Thank you, and I don't know if I missed it, but can you just state your name?
Oh, yeah, sure. My name is Ibad Sayed.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All righty, do we have any other community members who would like to speak to the board? Okay. Seeing none, we'll take a 5-minute break so that you're not all trapped here for the evening, but you're always welcome to stay with us. And we will be back and return at 6:51. Okay, welcome back. We are going to move on to the rest of our agenda. We will move on to the consent agenda. This evening on our consent agenda, we have approval of minutes. Minutes of a regular board meeting December 11th, 2025. Minutes of board organizational work session December 18th, 2025. We have approval of bills, board report November 2025, check register for November 2025, and purchase card report for November 2025. If I can get a motion, Mr. Mena?
I move that the board approve consent items as presented.
Support. Recommended by Mr. Mena and supported by Mrs. Roney. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We have information and discussion. We have one item, district team for the NEA negotiation, and I will turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. Each year that we negotiate with our crew, with one of our bargaining units, we have a board authorization for the team that will engage in those negotiations. And so this year, we will be negotiating with our teachers group, the NEA. And so I'll turn it over to Dr. Carino to kind of introduce our proposed team, that then the hope would be that you would approve this at the next board meeting.
Thank you. We are excited to bring our district team together. There's a lot of planning that goes into negotiations, and so we're looking forward to working together to better our language, make sure that our teachers are adequately compensated, and work collaboratively with the NEA. So the way that it works is that we bring a team with a wide variety of representative positions across the district with different expertise and roles to make sure that we have brought together people that can collaborate and really attend to every part of the contract. So that starts with class sizes, that starts with Schedule B, that is a variety of different things that go into coming together to write the contract. And so I feel like we have a very good representative administrative team this year, and so I am excited to recommend the following people. Katie Booth, myself, Nicole Carter, Mike Geremini, Ben Micah, Emily Wrights, Becca Scaluna, and Amanda Squires.
Thank you, Dr. Carino. Does anybody have any questions for the moment? Certainly if something comes up that you think of that you'd like answered prior to next meeting, we can get that answered via email, but anything at the moment? Okay, seeing none, thank you for putting this team together. We look forward to hearing more about the work that we do in negotiating. Looking forward to it. We will move on to action items. We have 4.5-ish, 4.5 action items this evening. We're going to move on to our board meeting calendar. I'll turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. We have really two calendars that you'd be approving in this motion, and the Board of Education calendar will include both our regular meetings as well as the Committee of the Whole meetings. We discussed these at our last work session, and they're coming to you for approval this evening.
Thank you. If I can get a motion? Mr. Cook?
I recommend that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approves the 2026-2027 Board of Education regular meeting and Committee of the Whole meeting schedules as presented.
Support. Recommended by Mr. Cook and supported by Mrs. Roney. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We'll move on next to our next action item, which is the superintendent evaluation, and I will turn it over to Mr. Micah.
Thank you. At our last work session, the Board of Education completed my evaluation, and I believe it's there for affirmation this evening.
Thank you, and can I get a motion? Mr. Cook?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approves the student superintendent's professional practice rating, which is only part of this evaluation, as highly effective.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Cook and supported by Mr. Mena. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Mrs. Beaudoin?
I just wanted to publicly share, since our last meeting wasn't recorded in the same live stream way, but I just wanted to say Mr. Micah has been doing a fantastic job for us, and myself as well as my fellow board members have been very pleased with the direction of the district and the collaborative efforts between our administration and staff and community and students. So I just wanted to thank him for all of his hard work, and we continue to be very impressed.
Thank you.
Do we have any other comments or questions? I would like to personally say, as we went through all the components of the rating, we had a really wonderful dialogue. Mr. Micah did a self-evaluation, and at times he did not give himself enough credit, so we had the opportunity to look at, just his leadership style and all the wonderful work that he's doing in leading this district, and talk about some things that, everybody has goals that they'd like to reach, and so he had the opportunity to share those. But thank you for all you do for our team and here at the board table, within the district, the administrative team, and your cabinet team. So
Thank you.
we are lucky to have you here leading our
Blessed
district.
to be here. Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Good. Okay. Seeing none, we will take a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We are going to move on to our third action item, which is the NAECE agreement and approval, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Menka.
Thank you. We had a really pleasant opportunity to work with some of the members of our Early Childhood Education Center. We have engaged a process over about the last 6 to 8 months, I'll say. Dr. Carino, was instrumental in working with this team. Several of our ECEC staff members who participated in the process are here this evening. And so we are excited about having a new association called the Novi Association of Early Childhood Educators. This was a collaborative process that was a combination represented by the MEA as well as their newly formed group. As I said, several of them are here this evening, and Dr. Carino just continues to be such an asset to our district, the way that she's leading and just bringing such thoughtful dialogue to those negotiations. She led the negotiations with this group, and excited to be able to support them and see the tremendous things that they do for our youngest Wildcats at the ECEC. So this contract is there for your recommended approval this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Micah. If I can get a motion? Mr. Mishner?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approve the agreement reached with the NAECE as presented.
Do we have support?
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mrs. Roney. Do we have any comments or additional questions? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. And I would like to just thank Dr. Carino for your leadership and, support in working directly with the negotiations team. We will move on to our final action items. We have OCSBA resolutions. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Micah, but just for some clarity, we have 2 resolutions, and we're going to break those up into 2 separate votes. So when I ask for a motion, we will do Resolution 1 and then Resolution 2. Mr. Micah.
Thank you. Yes, we have an opportunity this evening for the board to consider two Oakland County School Board Association resolutions. We discussed these at info and discussion at our last meeting. These are going to be split into 2 recommendations so that you're not tie barring them together this evening, and so they're there for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Micah. Mrs. Roney.
I'm frantically scrolling through.
I know. It's okay.
but,
We'll give you a little time.
The second resolution is actually only the first 2 pages. The other resolutions that you see at the bottom, they're not really resolutions. There are beliefs that the Oakland County School Board has already went through. So it's just the small little first 2 pages of the second resolution that we're voting on.
Correct. So Resolution 1 is regarding the ballot, and then the Resolution 2 is regarding early on, but then that additional pages is really just not anything that we need to vote on.
Correct.
Yes, agree. Do we have a motion for Resolution 1?
I can do it.
Mrs. Bodwine?
Let me pop back up here too. Okay. I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approve the OCSBA Resolution 1 as presented.
Do we have support?
Support.
Recommended by Mrs. Bodwine and supported by Mrs. Kleber. Do we have any comments, questions, or concerns? Mr. Cook?
Yeah, this one, for those who don't know, is for supporting nonpartisan school board elections, which normally we don't do resolutions here that we can't control, things out of our control. But this one is, I think, highly important because we need to keep politics out of the schools and out of the school board. So this one really has my support, like I say, even though we don't normally do resolutions.
Thank
This
you.
one's important enough to bring forward.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Do we have any other comments or questions? Mrs. Bodwine?
As I stated last time, I am in support of this as well. I think that what has made this board function very well is that we do have a variety of different viewpoints represented and a collaborative attitude and open-minded communication. And I think that with that, we have found middle ground in a lot of areas that I wouldn't have expected to be able to do that. And I think part of it is that we have not resorted to having teams on this board. And it's something that I continue to be very proud of and appreciate my fellow trustees for all of their collaborative efforts as well, but would really like to see this resolution pass and communicate to our legislatures that we do not want these school board elections to be a partisan situation, because I think that really just causes more problems than it will help.
Thank you, Mrs. Bodwine. I would like to point out, too, I agree wholeheartedly with both Mr. Cook and Mrs. Bodwine. And also, I would like to offer support for this resolution as a response to HB 4588. You know, it's that House bill is representative of an entire state, and although we operate a certain way here in Novi, there are other parts of the state that have smaller rural communities that potentially, you know, it could put them in a potential situation where they don't have enough board members. It would include, you know, federal employees not being able to run in partisan races if this became a partisan position. And so in certain areas of the state, potentially, you would find that people may work for the post office or they may work for other companies, and then they would be not eligible to be a sitting board member. So it not only affects the way we operate here in Novi, but could be affected in other areas of our state. So I highly will support this resolution. Any other comments or questions? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We will move on to the resolution number 2. If I can get a motion for that. Mrs. Bodwine?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approve the OC-SBA Resolution 2 as presented.
Do we have support?
Second.
Recommended by Mrs. Bodwine and supported by Mr. Mishner. Any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this before we take a vote? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 7-0.
Dr. Ruskin,
Yes,
would you
please.
mind just explaining to the community what this one is?
Sure.
Because they can't see our packet.
Yeah. They can see it if they read.
Well, I mean, they could, but
So this is in regards to early intervention programs such as Early On in Michigan and the need for additional state funding to adequately serve the families and the children who are already eligible and to serve the children who should be identified as eligibility. So it's a funding resolution to help support the Early On program here in the state of Michigan.
thank you.
Okay, moving on, we will move on to the superintendent's report. I will turn it over to Mr. Meinka.
Thank you, Dr. Ruskin. Annika was unable to attend tonight, so she'll be with us at our next board meeting with our student board representative report. I wanted to welcome everybody back for the new year. It is illness season, and so we have had a lot of staff members in masks and students that were absent, and, you know, just unfortunately influenza A, B, COVID, there's a lot of things going around right now, and so we're encouraging everybody to wash their hands, stay diligent about making sure that they're keeping their hands out of their faces and so on and so forth. So this is an ongoing reminder every time this year. I also wanted to draw your attention to a couple things before some reminders. One of them is that we've had some interesting challenges as we've tried to move into this building with parking. And so we're going to try something over the course of the next couple weeks. So for those of you that are attending board meetings, there are going to be parking spaces right outside this area, and those are going to be converted to temporary 2-hour parking. Most of our board meetings are within that time frame, so anyone can park in those for a board meeting. That should be totally fine. I just want to make sure when you get here and you see that at the public facility that that's not a surprise to anybody. I also want to update the board and the community. We had some dialogue at our work session in December about 31AA, which was a grant that was provided by the state for school safety and mental health dollars that really tied the school district's hands with numbers of constitutional protections for our staff. And really the decision was, are we going to accept the money and then also lose potentially those protections? And the decision after some dialogue with the board was that we would not accept those funds. So that's about a $260,000 hit of money that we were not able to access. As we've spoken many times at this board table and publicly, we just implore our lawmakers to not provide so many strings that put our educators at risk. So for future budgets, we were hopeful for them to be better and for them to think differently about how they allocate funds so that we can have equitable funding for all of our students in the state. I also want to provide a little bit of a save the date. The State of the District is going to be on February 25th. Would encourage everybody to come to that event. It's going to be a great celebration. We have food and celebrating so many of our student activities and just some of the successes that we've had over the past calendar year. I'd also like to let everybody know that we have coffee with the superintendent on Monday at 10 to 11:30 at the Novi Public Library. We're going to be talking about the teaching and learning work that we're doing. Mr. Jeremini will be in attendance to present as my guest and have lots of really exciting updates on what we're doing there. So looking forward to see anyone that's going to come visit for coffee and scones on Monday morning, January 12th. And then I'd also like to draw your attention to Saturday, January 24th. We have a really great opportunity for parent camp. We've had now this is going to be our 4th parent camp. They've been very well received. They've grown every year. This year we have a keynote from Carrie Bescalonis, who is an author who wrote the book Parenting in the Age of Overstimulation, Finding Calm in the Chaos. So lots of great breakout sessions and things like that. I'd like to thank Dr. Carino's department, Rosalie Johnson, our Director of Mental Health and Wellness, just for their foresight and thinking through how we can make these parent camps in partnership with the Novi Mental Health Alliance be so fantastic. And then just kind of a weird little one-off. I always find these things interesting. I'd like to give a shout out to Novi High School senior Holden Jackson. He is competing at the USA Curling National Championships this week, and you just don't usually hear about things like that. And so we have so many students that are doing things that are amazing and impressive that you just might not know about. But curling's a thing, and we have one of the best in the country right here in our school district. So shout out to him and wish him all the best of luck. Thank you to the board for all your support, and we're looking forward to a great 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Meinke. Happy New Year to you. We're going to move on to administrative reports, and we'll start with Ms. Cicluna.
Sorry, I had to move the mic so you can hear me. I just want to say welcome back to all the teams across the district. It's our first week back, and I had a number of conversations in November, December, kicking off projects that ultimately wouldn't kick off until the start of the new year. And I have had a number of emails come into my inbox this week. People just came back fully refreshed. They're kicking off these projects. They're looping us in like we're just making headway very quickly on things that are critical and important to the district. So thank you for your focus. Thank you for your energy. Let's stay focused on it, and I hope everybody had a pleasant winter break. One of the things that I kicked off, I mentioned at a prior board meeting, was our food service director, Kim. I had worked with her to really do an inventory of all of the equipment across the district as far as how old it is, what is the rating of it, is it good, is it fair, is it close to failure as far as kitchen items. and we did a thorough review of the high school kitchen items. A purchase request will be brought to the board later this month. There are a number of items that we're looking to replace, but we actually had a meeting earlier today, and this is just for everybody's edification. In line with the high school remodel construction plan, we actually met with some individuals from King Scott to align the replacement with the ultimate demo reimagining of kitchen and dining experience. So we're on the same page. We do have a go-forward plan that I said I'll bring forward to the board at the next board meeting for info and discussion. But it's really good to just align and make sure that we're using district funds, whether it's bond or food service, fiscally responsible, so that we're doing the right thing. Last, I mentioned this previously, I've been working on a custodial RFP. It is in the final review stage. We are actually going to, we have to post this for public awareness for a couple weeks before we actually issue the RFP. That is going to get posted by the end of next week. The actual RFP process is going to kick off February 2nd. We do anticipate that our current contractor, EnviroClean, is going to submit a competitive bid. Their service right now across the district, we've had it's consistently good feedback. We ask for feedback on a monthly basis. However, this process is long overdue, and we're really optimistic that we're going to get some valuable insights from other participating vendors, and that will guide us to what the next step is for the next 3 years and what a contract looks like.
Thank you. It sounds like you've been busy for the last 3 days. Dr. Carino?
Thank you so much. I would like to say Happy New Year to everybody and hope that you had a great winter break. I am very excited to just formally have you approve the NECE contract. It's been wonderful to negotiate with them, and we're looking forward to a collaborative partnership that not only goes through negotiations, but just ongoing interactions. So welcome officially. We are excited that over the break, Dennis Heisman, our Supervisor of Safety and Security, and Kathy Ferris, our Supervisor of Medical Services, couldn't think of it for a second, compiled hundreds of classroom go bags, which are emergency bags for each of our classrooms and spaces. So there was practically no room in his office because we have so many bags, but we're excited to distribute to each of our classroom teachers and ancillary staff bags that contain bandages and glucose tablets, gloves, whistles, cold compresses, gauze pads, emergency blankets in the event of an emergency. So we had, throughout the years, different buildings had different bags and different supplies, and so we really wanted to standardize that across the district, so we're very excited to implement that and deploy that to all of our buildings and spaces. With January's arrival comes our Educator of the Year nomination process, so we will be kicking that off tomorrow, seeking nominations for Educators of the Year, and we'll be bringing that to your notification and recognition in the coming months. That is always a wonderful time for colleagues to nominate another colleague, and we are grateful for the support of the NEF, who contributes a financial donation, as well as our partnership with Feldman Chevrolet, who is again going to distribute a car to our overall winner for the Educator of the Year. So we're excited to kick that off because that's always an exciting time to recognize the outstanding staff that we have across the district. I just want to echo Mr. Minka's sentiments about Parent Camp. Rosalie Johnson and our Novi Mental Health Alliance have worked really hard to find a great keynote speaker, and I think it's going to be a wonderful event. Again, that is Saturday, January 24th from 9 to 12 at Novi High School. We are also excited with January's arrival to kick off the Winter Wellness Challenge for our staff. So last year, we had a wellness challenge where staff competed in a walking steps challenge, and it was just great camaraderie across the district about different buildings competing against each other in an effort to stay healthy and get moving, and we're very excited to kick that off again in the coming weeks and just have some fun across the district and get moving and stay healthy. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Carino. Mr. Gerabini?
Thank you. I just want to thank you, Dr. Carino, for clarifying what Dennis was doing. I thought he was just trying to build a fort in his office. Good to know. Glad to hear about the go bags.
From teaching and learning, students across the district are engaged in iReady testing at different times during this month. And we look forward to presenting a report to the Committee of the Whole, now scheduled on February 19th. So we'll have that for you. As I mentioned in December, our Family Information Night for our kindergarten programs occurs on January 20th at 6 o'clock at Novi High School. Information will be going out not only digitally, but also in the snail mail next week. And then we are approaching the end of our 512 English Language Arts pilots. Believe it or not, this year has gone by very, very quickly. And in mid-February, we're going to engage our teacher leadership team around some data analysis to begin looking at that, and we'll have ultimately a recommendation to this group in April timeframe. And at the end of January, it's nonstop in teaching and learning, nonstop. At the end of January, we're going to meet as a math team with various curriculum providers so that we can review some possible curriculum resources for pilots for the following school year. So we're continuing that work, and that is actually a K-12 effort. So really excited to engage in that at the end of the month. That's all I have.
Fantastic. Thank you. All righty, we are going to move on to board communication. Does anyone at the board table have anything to share? I know that we just came back from a nice little hiatus with our families and friends, I hope. No? Okay, Mrs. Roney.
I don't know if you've all got your tickets. I have mine for the Oakland County School Board dinner meeting on January 21st. It's Pearls of Wisdom. So there's going to be people going around, board members going around to each table, and we're going to discuss people. It's really good for like more of the newbies. I mean, Paul, Willie, they could probably teach it, you know. But you ask questions. How does this work? Give us some ideas. So it's going to be a great networking time. So there's that one. And then, Betsy, you're NEF, right? So I won't steal your thunder. I will let Betsy take care of it.
Oh, she doesn't even know what she's supposed to say. You might want to steal.
Oh,
Go right ahead.
The Green Gala. And it's party like it's 1986.
Ooh, that's good. I like that here.
Which is, you know, I had the high hair and the, so I was right in that 80s, you know, baby. And so that's March 14th at the Vibe Showplace, which is formerly the Suburban Collection Center. It's got a new name.
I am learning so much from you this evening.
They're going to have retro video games, pinball machines, the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Pull out your Converse, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And your Beat It shirt, you know, off the shoulder.
So I can just wear my children's clothes?
Yes, you can.
You can probably pick it up at Target.
This is amazing.
The only problem is I can't find any Aquanet.
Oh, my.
I've got a can for my 3D printer if you want it.
Okay. So that's me.
Thank you. Thank you for all that information. It sounds like you volunteered Willie and Mr. Cook to teach. I like it. Any other board communication? Mrs. Kleber.
I'll just do my quick volunteer shout outs if you didn't catch it in Mr. Micah's superintendent newsletter. Our two volunteer spotlights for this month were Cassie Ball. She's a parent from Orchard Hills that was really involved in the holiday shop and some other teachers' favorite things events. She's been a member of the PTO board for several years, and they wanted to give her a special shout out. And then our second one this month was Nicole O'Neill. She took over as the PTO president kind of mid-year last year after being on the board, and has done a fabulous job of just impacting every corner of that building, and has really done a lot to promote volunteerism in the school and get other parents involved too. So special thanks and shout out to Nicole and Cassie.
Is that Orchard Hills as well?
No, Village Oaks.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. Any other board communication? All right. Hopefully we can all go to the spelling bee. I'm so excited, but I don't know. I think I have to work depending on what time it starts. Do we know what time school gets out over there at the middle school?
3:11.
Ooh.
I'm going to go home and study my dictionary.
I know. I just think it's so fun to watch. It's like so old school. Okay. We will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Don't all fight over
Second.
it. Recommended by Mr. Mena and supported by Mr. Mishner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0.